Hi, I'm DougDoug, and this is Food News. My first story today, John Kirby, who the Nintendo character Kirby was actually named after, recently passed away at age 79. Now, if you don't know who he is, John Kirby was a lawyer and actually a really awesome guy who did a bunch of Justice Department work, but in 1984, Universal Studios sued Nintendo, like early in Nintendo's life, and said that they stole Donkey Kong, the character, from their character, King Kong. And so John Kirby defended Nintendo in court and successfully shut down Universal Studios by arguing, hey, King Kong is part of the public domain, you've said this yourself. To me, this story is like if you had an Olive Garden who was trying to make an honest living selling shitty Italian food, but Ronald McDonald keeps showing up and harassing the employees. Hey, fuck you, Olive Garden, I came up with endless soup, salad, and breadsticks first. And so Olive Garden goes to John Kirby to help them deal with this crazy asshole, and John Kirby goes outside and says, hey, you definitely did not invent endless soup, salad, and breadsticks. That's like a common idea at literally any buffet. And then Ronald McDonald said, oh yeah, shit, huh. Well, that's right. I just came up with a brand new idea called apple pie. I'm gonna go make that. See ya. And so then Olive Garden was like, thank you for helping us get rid of that guy. And to show our appreciation, we're gonna name Olive Garden's brand new rigatoni pasta after you. We're calling it Kirbyoli de Kirbicini. Oh, cool, thank you. And years from now, we're gonna have a big cooking competition called Super Italian Smash Brothers. And Kirbyoli is gonna be the shittiest dish every single time. Aw. The story of John Kirby is honestly heartwarming to me. I think it's incredibly cool that Nintendo, in their early stages, chose to name a beloved character after John Kirby to honor his work. But my main takeaway from all this is that we missed a chance for Kirby to just be called John. Speaking of Smash Bros, Blizzard recently stated that Nintendo could have any Overwatch character that they want for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, Nintendo is still adding new characters into Smash Ultimate, so there's like a chance that an Overwatch character could be added in, but there's no evidence yet that Nintendo is actually interested in Overwatch, and I gotta be honest, Blizzard, you come off as really desperate when you say things like, you can have any character you want. Like, you remember that time that Guy Fieri was trying to sell everybody those really weird sausages and nobody wanted them? Well, this Overwatch Smash Bros. Thing is kind of like Nintendo is running a really successful restaurant called Smash Bros, and then Guy Fieri walks in and says, hey Nintendo, I know that you have a very successful restaurant here with millions of fans. Oh, well thank you. But I also know that you're probably looking for more new foods to sell. So, I am willing to let you have my fully cooked nacho-style chicken sausages for your restaurant. Look, I appreciate the offer, but we like to use our own foods, or more classical foods. I don't think you heard me. I just offered you my fully cooked nacho-style chicken sausages. No, I heard you. All right, fine. Then I'm willing to offer you my fully cooked Cajun-style chicken sausage with rice. We're just gonna pass. Thank you, though. All right, you can have any of them. You can have any sausage you want. Just take one. You can have my fajita-seasoned chicken sausage. That's really okay. You can have my mozzarella and Parmesan cheese sausage. That sounds disgusting. You can have my tequila lime chicken sausage. Look, I gotta go. I gotta do literally anything else. Just take my sausage. Please just take my fully cooked nacho-style chicken sauce. Now, I'm giving Blizzard a hard time here, obviously. Overwatch is a very, very successful franchise. It's a global game, so I actually think that there's a genuine chance that with some time and enthusiasm, Blizzard and Guy Fieri will get to put their sausage into the Smash Brothers. Apparently, the baby in Kojima's new game Death Stranding is going to talk to you through your controller. This is like eating at a restaurant, but they installed a fucking radio in your fork that just screams at you every time you try to take a bite of food. Now, I appreciate your creativity, Kojima. You're an absolute fucking legend, but please, forks are for eating. Untitled Goose Game, the beloved indie game where you cause minor havoc as a goose, is currently the #1 seller on the Switch, outselling all the big fancy games from the big publishers. This is like you have all these big fancy restaurants trying to cook the fanciest meal of all time. You've got Activision Blizzard cooking these incredibly expensive steaks. You've got EA cooking yearly lobster and caviar. Ubisoft is making the finest sushi that money can buy. And then suddenly some dude rolls up with a hot dog cart and says, I got hot dogs. And everyone else is like, hold on, are these expensive, ultra fancy hot dogs? Do they have some sort of secret ingredient, or did they take hundreds of people to make? Nah, it's just a hot dog. Tastes pretty good. Oh. Well, I fucking love hot dogs. Give me one of those. To me, Untitled Goose Game shows that you don't always need big, fancy ingredients. Sometimes people just want to eat a hot dog. Next up, Nintendo has recently revealed a new Pokemon for the next Pokemon game, and it's called Phantump, and Phantump is apparently the spirit of a dead human child inside of a tree stump. This is kind of like if you were eating at a restaurant and you ask the chef, "Oh, these sausages are great. What are these made out of?" And he says, "Oh, those are made out of our dead customers." And you say, "Well, that has some horrifying implications, but you know what? I love eating here, so I'm not going to think about it too much." Also, since we know that kids can be Pokemon trainers, doesn't this imply that a Phantump could be a dead former Pokemon trainer child who we are now going to enslave and force to fight for us? And then those dead Pokemon trainer children could have had their own Phantump who was also a dead Pokemon trainer child, and so we're potentially getting into some sort of weird infinite chain of dead human slavery. This is, as they say, why you don't want to know how the sausage gets made. This shit's fucked up. Red Dead 2 is coming to PC, finally, in November, and I'm very, very excited for this because it's one of my all-time favorite games, and this means people can start modding it. Now, before coming to PC, Red Dead 2 was kind of like a really fancy steak, but you had to have a specific type of barbecue pit to actually cook and eat this thing. But with the new PC version coming out, anybody with a grill can now cook and eat Red Dead 2. But the really interesting part of this for me is that Rockstar is also releasing Red Dead 2 on Google Stadia. Now, Google Stadia is Google's new cloud video game platform. Basically, the idea is that you can play a video game, but it's actually running on one of Google's servers, not your own PC, and they're just sending you a live video feed over the internet. And this is potentially a really big deal because it means you won't need a PC or console to play Red Dead 2. Anybody with an internet connection could play it. Using Google Stadia is like the Rockstar CEO saying, "I'm proud to announce that starting in November, anyone with a grill can cook a Red Dead 2 steak at home. But if you don't own a grill, our friends at Google have a new system called Stadia. They're gonna cook the steak themselves, then deliver it right to your door so that you don't have to. Thanks, Stadia." I'm actually incredibly excited about this because it means that anybody with an internet connection could theoretically play these high-end games without needing a PC or consoles. And that means that a bunch of these casual gamers are finally gonna get to experience all of these amazing video games that they couldn't before. Thanks, Stadia. Now, of course, it's possible that Google Stadia will really suck at delivering the steak to your house. Like maybe it shows up really cold or they just deliver it in these tiny chunks that aren't satisfying. But in theory, if it works, Google Stadia is going to be awesome. Thanks, Stadia. And that's it for food news number 2. Thanks so much for watching. This is really fucking stupid, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, so I'll probably keep doing more. And with that, thanks y'all. Thanks, Stadia. Bon appetit.